All right, Coach. First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now it's Rosen looking. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Rosen will throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
54 Mike. Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Colts 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Got it. 58, the money. Come on, come on. You draw quarters. Get it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
There's the party now. Ready.
Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Come on, D. 58, right over there, yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Hey.
It's a slam. 58's the money.
Operating from the gun. Larson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
58 for Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From the gun, Larson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back.
To throw is Rosen. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw on second down. Larson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Hey, wahoo!
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Larson. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Ready?
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. What we got, what we got, what we got?
Snap.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
5.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts, nothing.
On the double.
55, check, 55, Mike. Silver, silver. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
Topper, topper. Buzz, buzz.
Mike by 5, Mike 55, Mike by 5. Rip left, rip left. 55's Mike, guys, 55. All day, all day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Come on.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you. I got you. Go.
58, boy. 58.
Back to throw. Larson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come on. You better bring it.
Hey, watch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
That's the score. Jets 21, Colts 14. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Jets take over 1st
Let's
and
go.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that's set.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Hey, exit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Steve Griffin.
On first down, Larson. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Tight dog. Hey! 6'6", bullet, let's go.
On first down, it's Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. 18 Gator.
You ain't got nothing.
Operating from the gun, Larson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Larson. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. Pull. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. All day, baby, all day.
58's the Mike. 58.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. 5.
From the gun, Larson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flare, flare.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Right there in the middle.
55. Get it.
They go back to the ground with
You ain't
Jones.
doing nothing today.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Switch. Kill.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Bernard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the right quarter. Watch the right.
Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Larson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Look at me. Zipper. Bravo.
55, my God, 55. I can't believe it.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Larson. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check tight end, check tight.
Protein spill.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Quick the edge. Come.
Smoke.
Let's go.
2nd and 5. And this is caught by Watkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now off here to his running back. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 13-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight end right. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 13. Check. Yes. Shift. Hey, Delta.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Look at me. Go, 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
It's our time. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. 3 buzz. 58.
To throw on 3rd down, Larson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On second down, Bernard. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The next 180.
54 Mike. Wild Bill.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pick it up. Hatch it.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
To throw again. Larson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Yep.
We got motion.
Hey, Alpha.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Larson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sims, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 31 yards there and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 22 and a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Larson. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Hey, echo.
55 is my guy, 55. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, check right. Hey, wahoo.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
Down.
Looking to throw. Larson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Run for Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Larson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
On 3rd down, Larson looking deep here for Ebron. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go!
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. 58, right over there.
Hey, orbit.
Right there.
On
4th down, Larson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Push him back. Push him back.
And they take a knee.
Taylor on the keeper.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jets, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0.